What is good, YouTube? Welcome to day 350 of backtesting. 15 more days to go. Either way, let's get doing what we do. We're going to be doing this thing called another 2025 backtest. It's currently with Euro USD, so I'm trying to see if I still have the Demon Slayer of Euro USD in me. So without delay, let's just get going. Alright, so I would like to first go to like around 8:30 if they open. Go to the daily. And the internet has been insanely slow these days. So this whole day, so you'll have to bear with me. Though checking the 4 hour, you can see that we had this gap here holding currently. You can see, but check the daily, we're overall bullish. Now, what would make price go lower? Obviously, these and those here that weren't run. For price to go higher, it will be like these highs here. Sorry, these highs here, this high here, and this high here. Now, if I check the 1 hour, maybe we might get some clarification, where I honestly think that if these gaps here could hold, you can run these Asia lows and these lows here. So something like this. So do like this. Now let's see how 8:30 reacts. Apparently it's not as strong, but I would like to see some shorts form. So end up holding inside of this thing here. And now look at how beautiful we melt to the draw. Alright, now this is the time we genuinely should go lower. Okay, it would be good if we can have like some displacement lower on the 5-minute, then maybe we can try shorts at that time. Okay, that's some good displacement here. You can see we trace into this gap. We have a CIST. I think shorts will be good on the next retracement. Alright, here I am in. Stop at this high here. Let's see if we displace all the way to this low at least. Honestly, this is why I don't like trading forex. It's simply consolidation almost all day long, and the chances for this to hit are like really low. Let's sell and then get stopped out right away. Crazy. Either way, if you go to the next day open at around 8:30, checking the daily, you can see we still failed to run those lows, so I think we could just stick with longing. One thing I could notice here is this 1 hour run this low, so we generally should displace like all the way to this high. I'd like to see a price impress here, this high here, and these highs here from London. So there are some good draws. Alright, this is a crazy 1 hour close. And look at this gap here holding. Shoot. don't think we can try. I do think we can try longs at this liquidity run here. Just get a very quick inverse that I don't get an entry. But on this retracement here, I think we can try another trade. Let's see if we can have like this OTE, I mean equilibrium, at least equilibrium, then bang, something like this. Target this high. Let's try longs and see. Wow, bang. Right, you can see that we have good displacement here. Next day open. Let's try again. 4 hour now is currently we have this gap. So this was 2025 price action. It's very different to what we have this it's very different to what we have in 2026. So now maybe we can genuinely play slower, but we'll just have to wait and see. I don't think that the draw is lower. But checking the 4 hour, maybe if you close inside here, I will be taking longs because we've been genuinely going higher these days. So I'll just go with the 5 minute and just see how the 5 minute goes. And see 5 minute ends up running this low here. Liquidity run, 5 minute Justin burst. We're not retracing at all. And I could honestly enter a very genuine retracement, very strong one. Let's see. So on the end, entry will be like 0.5. See price like hit this high here. No way. Look at how close we got to take profit. Then we ended up going lower. Looks like this is a stop out then. Okay, high just run. I think I'm gonna close this at break even. Looks like we're not gonna hit all the way to those highs. So break even here. And bang, right there we're stopped out. And see, it would end up hitting stop loss anyways. No way. So let's see if it runs these lows. Yeah, price failed to go anywhere. Either way, we can go to the next trading day and see how it goes. Next day open. Now checking the 4 hour. We like to see if we can like run these lows here. Then go higher. But it's also possible that we could go lower. So I think if we check the 1 hour, then we can pretty much have a draw. So what do I see on the 1 hour? We ran up, we step into this gap and this order block, and then we get a liquidity run here, and then we start displacing lower heavily, so can actually have some movement. Yo, what is good, Aura? How are you doing? Looks like we have this though. I think we're from the CISD here. Bang. So that obviously means that we can have something like run to these lows, but I'm not gonna take this because low RR on FX is insane. Bang. You can see it will be a very good 1 to 1 hour, and that's just 2 hours of watch time on the day. So this goes to show that the strategy can work literally on any single pair, be it Nasdaq, be it gold, be it Euro USD. I literally just did it right now, and bruh, it's going good. um all right, I'm also doing great, man. I'm okay. I mean, I just got another small payout. I mean, things can't get any better. I mean, the ball is slowly rolling, so I'm just grateful, man. Okay, now let's just go to the next day and see if we can replicate reading trial reading price as we were doing in those other sessions. So what do we see here? Daily, we were pushing higher, but now we're kind of like retracing lower. We've just run this low. 4 hour. On the other hand, we are still bearish. Like, look at all these bearish candles. We retraced a little bit higher. Now it looks like we're dropping. I'd like to see if we have a gap here, like a 2 hour or a 1 hour. You can see we have a 2 hour and a 1 hour as well. Right now, checking the 1 hour, we just have this liquidity run here. They do think the 2 hour is also good, so we might genuinely displace like all the way to these lows here. So maybe for shorts, a criteria I would like to wait for is to see if you can retrace a little bit higher. Then you can try shorting. Right, that was too aggressive, but we just have to wait. Now you see we get an inverse here. We retraced into premium. I do think this could also be like OTE. Look at this 15-minute candle closure, very aggressive to the downside. So I'd like to see if you can have some shorts down to this low here, and then have like a stop here, like 1.8 hour trade. So let's just sell it here and see how it goes. I would like to see how price reacts close to this low here. Like if it breaks through aggressively, then I would like to try to break even. If it starts playing around, that obviously shows that price might actually start going to our stop loss. Um, well, thank you, Aura. Thank you, man. Uh, as long as I keep showing up, as I always say, then things will work out. So I'll just keep showing up and keep working, keep pushing. And same as you, man, you just gotta keep working. Did you go to school today? Mm, Still waiting and see how price moves here. I do think that maybe we can have this gap here. We have a small gap here, like to see if it holds. But if it doesn't, then we are cooked on this trade here. Have a fair value gap, FVG. Okay, that's some good. This gap here held quite good. Let's see. Whoa, what was this candle? No way. Okay, let's see. Bang, take profit. Look at how crazy this trade was. So consolidated, but it's still closed inside of this IFAG that it created here. Then bang, all of a sudden 1.8R. I mean, it can't get any cleaner, man. It can't get any cleaner. Like, I see myself getting better at reading price. I mean, not even just the entries, because I'm literally happy that I'm getting my focus to be on the draw on liquidity more than the entry, because then after that entering will literally be easy. 10 more, yeah, it's 10 more days. Yeah, 10 more days, 10 to 15 more days actually, precisely. But I'm actually thinking of trying, doing more pieces of content for you guys. So maybe if you have an idea, man, just drop it, and you might see the video as well. You might see the video that I upload on that idea. Well, Aura, honestly, about making your parents proud, that's like very good, but uh, I'd like to tell you, first of all, I'm saying it maybe in my own opinion, like do it for yourself. And here's why. When you do this trading thing, I assure you they will be the ones that, okay, they will think that it's a scam, and it's totally fine for them because they have to worry about, your well-being and stuff, like what you're doing with your life. But you really have to, do it for yourself first, and then they will see how you have changed as a person. Because even if, like, you say that you want to make your parents proud by doing trading, trust me, they will be the ones who will encourage you to get off of trading, because they will see the risks that is involved. But if you do it for yourself and for self-improvement, I do think, you'll keep growing. So just keep hustling, man, keep hustling. All right. So enough didn't take profit. How long did this trade take? uh 1 hour and 30 minutes. Very beautiful. All right, let's remove these drawings. Now let's check the daily. You can see how good it's displacing lower. Now let's go to the next session. Next day open is 8:30. So check the daily again. How to back how to backtest as an ICT trader. I don't think I can do that video actually. For sure, I'll do it. I would actually name it like how to do backtesting if effectively. I do think I can name it like that. Yeah, thanks, man. I will actually consider that. Okay, so checking the daily yesterday, quite bearish. Today is a little bit tricky because we have this gap here that could potentially hold. So we could, if it holds, we displace lower. If it doesn't, then we break through here after just this liquidity run and then go higher. But we just have to read it, in real time. Now checking the 4 hour, we've been having crazy bullish displacements higher, so I would wait a little bit. Now the 1 hour. Now the 1 hour, it's not that clear. Same thing as the 2 hour is currently in this gap here. 2 hour is currently in this gap. I mean, we could just, and there's also a daily gap here, so it will depend. If we just displace lower, well and good. If we go higher, good. But generally on the higher time frame, my draw is lower because we still have these relatively equal lows now that haven't been run. So I'd like to see if we can go lower. There's a possibility that we can also go to premium of this range here, this whole range here. Oh, we actually tapped into premium. Yes, for sure, Aura. Go have some sleep. Good night. Good night. Have a good 2 hour retracement here. 1 hour on the other hand, it's currently consolidating. I'd like to see if price displaces lower here though. 4 hour is currently displacing lower, quite good. 5 minute, let's see how this 50-minute holds. Whoa, crazy drop. Okay, now we have this here, retrace higher, then you can obviously price start going lower. Yeah, these weeks are not quite good. Now we have this liquidity run here at 9:35. And then we shoot the 4 hour, very crazy bullish closure. So I don't think price really wants to go higher. I mean, soon enough we're going to have this candle closing. So we don't want to be taking any trades before this closure. All right, so we still have the draw lower. 1 hour. This is a very beautiful drop, very beautiful 30-minute inverse. So I do think we can try some shorts. Enter here. See if price can like displace all the way here. Now it's way too late in the day. Maybe we might as well get it. Who knows? If we have this low here run, then well and good. I'd like to see this low here get run. Are you okay? The low gets run PM session. Apparently we are not dropping all these lows. This gets me thinking that will Asia do it, or we're going to get stopped out. Chances are we get stopped out because this is a very good draw for the next day New York session. Boom, we're out. The daily, we still haven't hit this low, man. Look at how very deep, look at how deep price went, but then we still can't hit the draw. Now we're currently in premium in this gap, so we genuinely should start dropping soon. Whoa, what 10 a.m. open is this? I mean 10 a.m. candle open is this. Look at this crazy move lower all of a sudden. This is a good inverse here. Um, Checking the 1 hour though. Maybe if the 2 hour had a gap, I would short it. But there's actually a 30-minute. So I do think shorts still have a chance of working out to the lows. I still believe that bias is bearish, but now I'm gonna be having a low hanging fruit as my draw. If we drop below these lows, I think break even will be legit. Alright, there it goes. Break even. And bang, take profit. Now it looks like we might hit all the way to these lows. So we wait. And see how in 2025 even what was it? even EU was moving good, but I don't know what happened in 2026, man. It's moving like the crappiest piece of shit I've ever seen. So I don't really know how we're gonna deal with that, to be honest. Checking the 1 hour. Bro, we're doing quite decent on this session. Next day, and stay open. Oh, I'm actually getting bulked up, man. The gym might be working. Look at this. You know, close. I do think the gym might be working because the arms are getting in. But let's see. Biceps are not that close. Had to flex that while I wait for the charts to load. This internet has got me looking like a freak. Either way, next trading day, we're already at the next trading day, so you can see the advantages of having a low hanging fruit. To be honest, I can't understand why we didn't. It was an obvious draw on liquidity, but why didn't we run this? We end up closing at these lows here, and what does that mean? Obviously, price is gonna keep stopping us out. So since it's forex, and we know forex, it's never like this or like this. So we just have to adjust accordingly and not take anything personal. So you can see that we're still trying hard to hold inside of this gap. So maybe we might go lower. I do think that we genuinely might go lower. We tapped into this order block. This gap here barely held. On the 1 hour time frame, we end up having this gap retraced into, so we genuinely might drop to these Asia lows around here. Checking the 15-minute, we retraced into premium right here. So you genuinely should start displacing lower sometime soon. I don't even know this corrosion. All right, this is good. Good 5-minute inverse. These two gaps here were inversed. And remember, we tapped into, was it a 1 hour? Yes, we have this 1 hour here. Checking the 15, we have the small gap here, and I do think this is premium, and then we should start genuinely going lower. So we can do something like this. Stop at these highs, take profit these lows. Very, very small draw on liquidity, so maybe it hits, maybe it doesn't. Yeah, it won't. Bang. Get stopped out. But we were on a very good winning streak. It was 5th May. Let's check though. Let's check. Where is it? Another 2025 backtest. If you check the session results, Alright, if we check the session results and go to 2025 in April, was it April? Look at this win, look at these moves here. Now, if we go to like May, we were having greens on greens, this here, this here, this here. Then go back, we had this here. So the losses were quite big, and they were a little bit more than the ones I think this month. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Yeah, and here we didn't have any 10 wins, so it's crazy. But in May, I think it flipped the script. Now this was the first loss that we had in May. I mean, and it's not bad, not bad. This was also a break-even day. I really want to short it right here. Liquidity around here. Look at this wick here. But we just have to wait. I don't think we can just enter like that. Build up a good CISD here. And I do think this was this thing here was acting as a rejection block. And since I think we already took the trade of the day, got stopped out here, so we're just gonna be beating this. And this retracement at this CISD, that's where I will be waiting for shorts. So stop a little bit above this high, and then maybe target like all these lows here. Right, you can see we end up getting cooked, and that's why you should stick to one trade a day. So I genuinely had like I was looking to see if I can break even here, but unfortunately not. Now let's see how the next day goes. 8:30. Currently I still have my EU game. EU game is still strong. Actually it's Forex game in general, because I do think I can handle everything, all all those pairs. Like if I just get time to learn them, and I can do master them. Not just not for trading them, because then I will be crazy if I try to trade all of those. I'm just trying to sharpen the edge here and there. Now if you check the 1 hour, we had a small liquidity run here with these lows here. We had a very good inverse, then we traced into this gap here. So I genuinely think that these highs here are some good draws. I do think they're like relatively equal highs actually. So soon enough they just gotta get hit. Okay, now we have a okay, it's a decent liquidity run. I genuinely think that we will get better. Then we build an order block, retrace. Yeah, nothing. Let's just wait a little bit more. Alright, now you can see this is a very genuine liquidity run. We ran all the way to the lows. Just gonna wait for something like this. Nah, this 1 hour closure is bad. This 1 hour closure is bad. It's not. except if the 2 hour still has a gap, otherwise we are good. Then we end up inversing here. Still New York session, and other than that, then you generally can have these red illegal highs. I'd like to see how price enters this gap here as well. Whoa, this is a bad 15-minute candle closure, very bad one. Shoot this 15-minute, let's zoom this in. This is not a good closure. Tapping into the gap and then closing with this huge wick. Would rather wait for another movement at least before I can trail. And then we close again with a place. Yeah, we're definitely getting stopped out here. The 2 hour also inversed. Yeah, it's not looking good. In 3, 2, 1, out. Whoa. So I get stop rated for price to head to my direction. Then okay, it's okay. It's totally fine. I'm just getting so unlucky, but I do think I'm trying to read it as good as I can. This thing is taking way too long. I genuinely think I'm doing as good as I can. Now let's see, how is this gap holding? I mean, is it even still holding? So if we zoom in here, look at how these candles close inside of this gap. So not bad, we genuinely can still head lower. So now the draws that will have lower will be here, and I honestly think after this gap here holding 4 hour, we can have some movement towards this O here. We are currently tapping into a 1 hour gap, so I would like to see how price reacts inside of that area. Okay, very good displacement lower, but there's a 15-minute gap. Let's not get fooled. Okay, we get another move lower. So maybe yeah, EU might offer a good trade here. Let's just wait and see. And I honestly think this 1 hour closure was quite good. I honestly think this 1 hour closure was good, and we are currently displacing lower. Dude, who is this? No way. Gas prices notification. Alright, so price is currently going lower. We had a retracement, a little bit of a retracement here. Yeah, this is a consolidation, man. Let's not get fooled. I do think this is a good 15-minute inverse, but very risky one. Look at how long it took for this thing here to inverse. Maybe let's wait for a little bit of a retracement higher. Okay, there it goes. You can see we tap onto this line here, creating a CISD. So if you can manage to get an entry here a little bit late in the day, 10:44, then we can target these lows here for 2.27 hour. Yo, yeah, this is a break-even trade. Oh, we end up hitting take profit. End up hitting take profit. So you can see that literally scalping EU is quite good. All right, so this is quite some some good movement here. 2.27 R towards the drop, and this trade took like 2 hours, no, 1 hour, 45 minutes. Yeah, can see the power of waiting, because if you entered like before we burst here, absolute stop out. Because okay, well, the RR would have been a little bit worse as well, but it's still, good with reading the draws and stuff. mm, next day open. So we end up actually displacing lower end. It's quite good now that we also end up embracing here. So we genuinely still have room to, it's a weekly gap. We still have room to drop, but we'll see how price moves. So consolidated a little bit overnight. 1 hour is currently displacing higher. So what does this show? What does this show us? There are two things. You either don't trade this day, and here's why. High time frame, like the weekly, shows that we could hold this gap, but the daily has been, slowly dropping. So we might as well just have to, be patient and see what price does. If it displaces higher, then we look for longs, and if it just drops, then look for shorts. So it's as easy as that. So what will I be doing here? So far I can notice that we have a good liquidity run here, right? And checking the 1 hour, after having like this whole drop, we retraced a little bit into premium, then maybe we could drop, but I would like to see how price moves inside of after running these highs here. So checking the 15-minute, nothing just yet, but I'd like to wait on the 5-minute and see how it moves. Okay, you can see now we get a better run higher. So if we were to go lower, I'd like to see displacement through these candles here. Looks like we might have some movement lower soon. So we end up flying higher, and what does this show us? Price is actually, and price is trying to rebalance this whole move that we had. So are we gonna go lower? Just have to wait and see. Okay, 15-minute ends up closing with an inverse with a beautiful 1 hour. So then maybe can have something like this. Can tag it like, oh, okay. Now these are two things to notice. We are about to trade PM session, and most of the times when PM session is in a few minutes, so obviously this trade might take more than 1 hour. And if we are right about the move, I'm very sure these low here can't get, okay, most of the times it doesn't get run overnight because that's how simply E works. It can't just run this draw overnight. So I'm simply just gonna see if you can displace like this low here, because targeting this low in a session where we're not that volatile is very crazy. And it's also possible that I can do all of this and end up getting stopped out in 1 minute. Just wait and see. So you can see how slow it is moving. We are in lunch hour. Just wait and see the PM session. I'm very confident. Okay, I feel somehow confident that we can't drop all the way to this low if we are bearish. If we're truly bearish. If we're bullish, then I'm wrong on the bias. It's okay. I'd like to see if you can run like these lows here. Then I can definitely start trailing my my stop. And this low here is quite good. Okay, what just happened? Pause right there. What kind of open was this? Oh yeah, if you hold it over the weekend. Okay, It's totally fine though. It's totally fine. Even though I wasn't feeling confident with this, wow, it would have been a 3 hour. Either way, nah, I'm confident with what I can take because I literally saw it some trades that I took before because it was that kind of situation where we didn't run to the full draw but left the draw for New York session the next day. Bro, I'm getting good at reading. Getting good at reading, to be honest. Let's remove this and go to the next trading day. Next day open. Turns out the 4 hour is melting. Right, 1 hour. We are not retracing in anything so far. But obviously my draw on this will be bearish, and I would like to see price go lower. So if we're to go lower, damn, get myself around these gas prices. So we have this low here as the draw. I'd like to see how price is moving in the 5 minute. All right. Turns out market doesn't really want to drop. Then we'll have to wait for it to do so. Look at this good 15-minute closures. We'll hit an order block here. Then we start moving lower. Okay, this is quite good here. Let's see how price moves. Okay, the pulling here. Okay, I'm taking shorts here because we definitely held an OTE here. After holding an OTE, we dropped, traced a little bit. Now we're starting to drop. So I genuinely like to take shorts. Turns out the shorts wouldn't work because of this low here. I mean, I'm still waiting because there's a better opportunity we could have if these highs here were run. Maybe you run them and there's an SMT, but if you can just run them, bro, it will be a good long. I mean, it will be a good short. We're still consolidating. Definitely breakout lower, bro. Looks like we're not gonna invest that at all, so I'm not gonna take the trade. But this is a good move. We have a good liquidity run here. We have a couple of inversions. Okay, it looks like we didn't get a good, and I honestly couldn't get a good entry here on the shorts, but here goes the draw. Soon. All right, draw gets met. Very good, very good price read on this one. So I think we should go to the next trading day, obviously. All right, next day open. Some more analysis here. Daily, still looking kind of bearish. We have this low here. 4 hour on the other hand is we have some unfilled gaps though. Like to see how if we can first tap to them before we drop lower. Except if maybe the 1 hour has a reason. But I can't see any, so I would skip this. I would low-key skip this. Or at least wait for a run higher. Now we're talking. Now we are talking. We have probably had some news here though. Let me check. 8:30. Which day is this? 13th May. 13th May. At 8:30 we had core inflation rate. That's why. And CPI. Okay. So CPI data did this. Either way, still thought that we could go lower, but we're not displacing from any gap. I would like to say this 30-minute, but yeah, it's not that doesn't look that strong to me, except if we maybe like run this high. But then why would we run this high then not run this when it's an obvious 4-hour unfilled gap? So that this short here wouldn't sound right with me, so I would rather wait and see that we would, if I showed it there, we would have got stopped out either way. So I'd say that's a good read. Now we wait. All right, now we are talking. Ended up tapping into this 4-hour unfilled. So if we are to go lower, this genuinely should be the time. Right here we get a very beautiful inverse. 1 hour is about to close. We have like 6 minutes to close, so I would be focusing on the charts 6 minutes, waiting for this closure, then see how price moves lower. Because if we close with this beautiful wick, then I do think that we might have some bearish movement. So this will be the entry here, stop at this high, then we could target all of these lows here. My best draw would be this 8:30 low because it's a data week, and could also target these Asia lows or London lows, which are actually London lows were around. So Asia lows are here, these are the kills on lows. So generally could have like all of this, but like just close at this data week low. I mean the CPI low, so same thing. Take the order, shorts. Let's see if it works out, or if we genuinely get cut, because it's also possible. All right, we retrace into the gap, then we get stopped out. End up getting stopped out. Okay, maybe let's see. We'll rebalance probably, then drop. But I'm not. I won't be taking any other trade for this day. So okay. Whoa, this is some crazy bullish movement. I bet the weekly is happy now. Alright, it's also, but it's Tuesday. So is that trying to mean that Monday was creating the low of the day, and Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday maybe we're gonna be displacing higher? Possible. I'm only you, man. After all, I'm only you, man. Okay, not gonna be doing anything else here. Let's just go to the next trading group. Don't bother playing on me. Alright, 4-hour. What do we have here? We have a small gap tapped into. Now we ended up inversing this huge gap. I'd say this was a very good bullish move, and we might end up flipping bullish, which is totally fine. And even though like the past few days were bearish, now the 1 hour retracing into a discount gap, we have a very good run on these lows. So I honestly think that we might displace higher if we can. I do think we're in discount obviously, and we are also tapping in OTE. So if you check the 5, we are displacing higher right before 8:30. First things first. rage bait. Why not run this low first? Like, why? This is total rage bait. Either way, let's just wait. We are calm, collected traders. Yeah, that's what I'm telling myself so that I don't crush out. Now we have an IPG here, could generally enter here, but that would depend if we have an SMT with, I was about to say ES, with GU here. Well, I'm good, I can long, but if not, let's wait for the liquidity run, which, yes, this is the liquidity run that we should wait for. And maybe soon enough we might start going higher. Right, so checking the 1 minute, push higher, retrace, push higher. And honestly, on the 5 minute is where I think that we could get this good entry. I do think this IPG could hold, and we are also building up some sort of CISD on this order block. So longs in, stop here, target relatively equal highs, probably even this high here for a 2R. Let's see how it goes. Oh, we push up into this gap, then we drop lower. It wouldn't be a surprise if we get stuck out. This is a very, very bad 15-minute closure, man. Look at this wick. Yeah, we are done. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Alright. Not bad though. I don't think this was a bad trade. Let's just wait and see if I had the draws correct, or if the market is about to cook everything up. I mean, cook the lows. Ends up doing another resweep though. Okay. So end up doing another resweep at this low here. I was wrong for 2 days in a row. If you check the analytics, I believe they are not looking that bad, probably for May 2025. Wait, why aren't they updated? Let's refresh it. Cause we can stay here or we can go. Okay, so this week there was 3 losses. I mean 3 wins, 2 losses. 1 win, 2 losses. Still break even. I'd say break even on the week here. These days here, not bad. So I still think I can still cook EU and GU and other forex pairs as long as I focus on reading price good, because I could also try ignoring these 2 days here, and you can see the win rate is quite far, 61% with a 1.5R. Let me show you on the losing streak calculator and see how this strat will be. Trading that will be fire. 61% win rate with a 1.5 RR. Now look at the account balance here. Like, count the number of times it will go below 50. I'm gonna be randomizing it 10 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like literally in just simple 10 iterations, we didn't get anywhere below 50%. I mean, anywhere below the 50k on the account, anywhere below 50k on the account, and I'm risking 0.8% per trade. Let's say I risk 1% per trade, and let's do like 10. Okay, let's just randomize like 100 trades, right? And see. Wow, these are way too many. But let's check the account balance. Will it ever go below? Okay, maybe 100 trades is way too much, but in the end, these are like more than the trades that you will take higher. Even if I do like 20, how many trades does one take a month? Let's say 4 per week, 5 weeks. Okay, let's say like 15 trades maybe, right? So if we do 15 trades, 1, 2, this is the first time that it went below 50. and that's $50 below 50K. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. In 20 times, only 2 times the account will go and draw down. On like if you can just stick to the rules of just going with the strategy and reading price good, it's as easy as this. Just one trade a day. You know, when you have one bullet a day, you don't waste it on stupid shit. So that's just simply how stuff works, man. Either way, it was good doing this backtesting session. See y'all the next day. See y'all tomorrow, day 351, and that will be 17th of April, going into the weekend. Stay blessed. Peace.